You know what's coming up too? We're going to be doing the book of Joshua, verse by verse, and we're going to be starting that. Let me check my schedule. I'm so excited to do that. You know, we usually do just the Torah, the 5 books of Moshe, and we do have Torah Portions, which are from the prophets, but we never really go in depth. So I'm excited to be able to study with you verse by verse through the prophets. And the first book we're going to start with is Joshua, and we'll of course be doing verse by verse, and we'll be using Sepharia. This is my Tanakh. So but this is what I'm using for my reference, along with the King James. We don't go nowhere without King James, but also a couple books that will help us along this journey, just to get insight from the sages. This book is Joshua, the Challenge of the Promised Land. It's written by Michael Hatton, and it is, I got it from Corinne Publishers, McGee Publishers, down there in the bottom there. But I got it on the Corinne Pub website. So we're going to be using this, and this gentleman does a great job of combining Rashi with Midrash, and also from the the Rashbi, I think I got that right. Yeah. So we'll be using his stuff as a reference, and also the other reference we're going to be using. So we're going to be using this, and we're also going to be using the Art Scroll Joshua. It's actually a combination of Joshua and Judges. So when we do the book of Judges, we'll be using this as well. But we'll be using this as a reference because this tends to have a lot of everybody, just to give you a flavor, so that if you want more of that particular sage or midrash or whatever, actually know where to go, and along with word, when there's some little bit issues on words. So because Ibn Ezra's in here. Usually we just read Sepharia and everything and kind of go, but I want to go a little bit more in depth, so I'll have more notes prepared. So I just want to show you the resources that we'll be doing in Joshua, to do the book of Joshua, and we'll be starting that study in November, the week of November the 4th. So I look forward to that. That's going to be a lot of fun. And we'll just keep going through the Nevi'im and the Ketuvim. Nevi'im, prophets, Ketuvim, the writings. And I'll actually go over how the Tanakh is laid out. So when I'm saying these things, you got a little bit better understanding. We don't want to take for granted that everyone knows what these words mean. And we're a growing community. And honestly, once you get the layout of the Tanakh, you go to your King James and you're like, why is it laid out like this? This makes no sense. I know they try to do it chronologically, but this makes more sense. It's more like concepts, and I don't know. It just makes more sense. It's easier to find books in the Tanakh than it is in the King James. So look forward to that. I look forward to studying the book of Joshua with you in November.